Hey, what up YouTube? It's your boy Naruto180, and I want to give my review of Dark Sector for the PS3. Pretty much, the story of this game is you play as Hayden, a secret agent and a secret government agent for the U.S. and your objective is to go to Russia to take down a bad guy named Mesner, who's believed to be doing weird experiments on weird experiments and things like that. And while you're doing this mission, which is supposedly your last mission, so to speak, you come in contact with somebody who has been infected with this man-made virus to make and this man-made virus is like used to try to make like the perfect soldier in a sense. But while you're like it's like in the first part of the game, you get infected, and at first like your left arm is infected, and you get a weapon called the glaive, which is a mighty cool weapon, I would say. You can do, I mean, you just pretty much, you can throw it, you can use it for close hand-to-hand combat. It's a really cool weapon, guys. But anyway, let me get back to the review. But yeah. I'm going to get back to the story later on, but anyway, I want to go ahead and talk about the shooting mechanics. They're actually dead on. They're really good. Each gun does what it's supposed to do, which is a mighty good thing. Each gun, it feels different. And it doesn't. No. The guns don't have special features or anything like that, like in Resistance. But they do what they're supposed to do. One thing I found rather cool and annoying at the same time was the fact before you get infected, you can pretty much use any weapon in the game. Like any weapon the enemy has. But once you get infected, all the enemy weapons that you kill and they drop once they die, you can't use them nothing more than a couple of seconds, because they have some like device on it where they can tell when a person who is infected is using that weapon, and like like when you get to a certain time with that holding that weapon, the weapon starts to beep and it pretty much explodes by itself, leaving it useless. That's, it's pretty cool, but yet annoying when you yourself with your own weapons don't have any bullets for them, and you're like really desperate to try and kill like maybe like freaking 10 enemies that's on the screen coming for you, and you can't use any of the your enemy's weapons. It's it pissed me off, but you gotta find, be creative about how to kill your enemies, and that's what it made me do, and I kind of appreciated that. The enemy AI is smart, which I liked very much. They use cover very well. One thing, like when like they're shooting at you, you can hear them in the background. Like when they shoot you and then they duck and cover, like they will holler out to their other team members on reloading, which added a touch of realism to me. Even though like it was like the story, the game was kind of a little ridiculous, and mediocre. But anyway, as I digress. But yeah, the enemy AI was really good. They had people that could take you out either long range, medium, or even close range. They had got like close range exact. Let me get into that. They had guys who had these shields, and like their objective was pretty much to get up close to you and kill you. You could be like paying attention to like to like the enemies that are like far away from you, and these guys, they'll come up from the sides, you wouldn't even know they're there, and they'll hack you down, and you have to start the mission all over again. That relatively, it gets old after a while, but you kind of appreciate that, the AI, that the company did put that in for you, so like you wouldn't say, oh, this game sucks. Anyway, yeah. Shoot. Another thing, like in this game, like you're pretty much a one-man wrecking crew. It's you versus the world, and that's the way in this game you want it. Another thing, what kind of got me, when I was playing this game, and you guys are gonna think I'm crazy about this, but hear me out. When I was playing this game, it kind of felt like Uncharted to me. Yeah, but the way how it felt like Uncharted to me was, how when in Uncharted, when you're playing, you have you're in the earlier missions, you're shooting pirates or whatever, and like you're doing that, and like throughout the game, and then you get to a certain point, and then you're fighting like zombies and stuff like that. Yeah, Dark Sector does the same exact thing. It was relatively weird, and like when I played Uncharted, Dark Sector came to mind, and even though Uncharted came out before Dark Sector, that really, it was like it was real eerie that they did this, and it was rather weird. But anyway, I digress once again. Another game, the close hand-to-hand combat. It was alright. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It was alright. I mean, it was pretty much you could either go and melee a guy, or like there was like a quick time button press mashing type scenario you could do too. It was okay. I mean, I didn't really use it that much. I didn't use it that much. The only time I actually used it was only when I was out of bullets for my guns, and I had no choice but to do close hand-to-hand combat. But yeah. Now, let me get back to this story. I believe that. I did believe that this game deserves a sequel. I really believe this game deserves a sequel, just because the story had so many gaps in it. You didn't know what the hell was going on. I mean, you realize, like, your main character, Hayden, he had a really dark past, but you didn't know how dark it was. And you kind of wanted, like, the characters that were in the game, the protagonists, and all the minor characters who knew Hayden, you kind of wanted like them to like go into further detail about his past or about what their relationship with Hayden was, and they never did. That was quite that was that really got on my nerves that they didn't do that. I was kind of looking forward to like maybe a flashback or something like that, but they never did that. And that's why I believe that, like, at the end of this game, they could have perfectly set up Dark Sector 2, and they could have made that into nothing but a prequel. But, I mean, we'll never know, because we seriously doubt they'll make a sequel, because Dark Sector 1 didn't even really make that much money. But, I mean, hey, if they had enough money to make the Eat Lead project, they should have made Dark Sector 2. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the multiplayer in this game, it's rather good. I mean, they got some really cool modes. I didn't go online that much because for the simple fact nobody was playing it. But anyway, like the multiplayer, playing it with friends, it's rather cool. We enjoyed it a lot. We got down on it like once or twice, maybe a week. It was really good. We enjoyed it. But anyway, this game is a definite rent. It's a definite rent. If you want to see how this game works, I wouldn't discourage you away from this game because I mean it's well. Anyway, sorry guys, my controller freaking shut down. But anyway, rent it. It's really good. I mean, I bought it for like $8 at GameStop. But anyway, that was just me. I wanted to play this game since I heard about it. But that's it for today. For this review. And until next time, guys. Oh yeah, please rate, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, guys. Peace.